Quick programming note before we start this week's review for Dragon Ball Super episode 49. I did the video, if you haven't seen it yet, why is Future Trunks' hair blue? I did a whole bunch of homework for this video, tons of research. I'd like y'all to check that out once I get done with this review. I'll leave a link to that video down below in the description. Also, I got with Herms and we dropped a video this morning. Well, it was like noon, but whatever, depends on where you live. We did a video this morning about the return of red-haired SS God in the manga, what it means, and what was actually going on behind the scenes, or what we believe was going on behind the scenes as far as manga versus anime. That's also in the description down below. So definitely check those videos out when you get done with the review if you have not seen them yet. So let's talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 49. Future Trunks arc continues. The Japanese name for this episode, Mirai Kara no Meseji, Goku Buraku Shudai, which translates to, and yes, I do deepen my voice when I do the Japanese words to sound like the Japanese announcer, Torankusu, I like that kind of, that deepness. But anyways, that translates to a message from the future. Goku Black invades. And guys, we have a lot to talk about. This was the exposition episode where a lot of stuff was explained. So this review might end up being a little bit longer than my regular ones. And if I do, just hang in there because we have a lot to explain, a lot to talk about here. Lots to talk about. Okay. First and foremost, during the show, Herms tweeted out that the narrator repeats that Trunks is traveling from 17 years into the past. That means that Dragon Ball Super right now, at this moment, takes place in age 780. Trunks is from age 797. So it's 17 years into the future from this convergent point. And I guess the time machine was already configured for 17 years because that's the last time Trunks went back was 17 years from the Cell Saga to the future timeline then. And so now it's in age 797, so it's deep into the future. Now, let's pick up here. There's a lot of stuff that happened, all right? There's a lot of stuff. First of all, great episode. If you want to hear amazing episode, a lot of stuff was explained, and it kind of made sense. Okay, first of all, when Trunks tries to attack Goku, Bulma slaps Trunks, and then Trunks finally gets, he's like, hey, it's just Goku. He realizes that he's in the past. It's not Goku Black, it's just Goku. He's like, but you died during the Cell thing, and then Goku tells him, well, a lot of stuff happened since then, I'm okay. And then there's a really great scene where Trunks sees his mother and gets really emotional, and he's like, so happy. Okasa, like he's just freaking out over his mother. Amazing Sumitomo music, just incredible. The Pilaf gang hear him say this, and then Trunks calls Vegeta father, and then the Pilaf gang are like, oh my god, you have another, they tell Kid Trunks, you have an older brother with the same name as you, it is your older brother. And Bulma explains that no, Future Trunks and Kid Trunks are from different timelines, but they're the same guy, same essential being. Then there's a scene where Future Trunks sees Kid Mai with her hair, and he's like, very interesting. That's all we really saw from that, but of course, this is all foreshadowing of things to come. Remember, guys, when it comes to these TV shows, you're not going to get all the answers week one, but they do foreshadow shit for later on. Now, what happens is that we have this funny thing where Trunks and Trunks are interacting. I thought that was good. We go to Beerus and Whis are marveling over the time machine, and they're very impressed that the humans could build the time machine because it seems like kind of out of their league, but Bulma did it. So what happens is, in the future, we cut to the future, and Black is destroying a bunch of things, trying to figure out what happened. And they have a really great shot of this destroyed Capsule Corp with, like, holes in it. And, of course, Trunks also helped destroy it with a time machine. But Capsule Corp is, like, destroyed. Just really good art here, okay? So keep an eye on that when you watch the episode if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, when you watch it again. So then Whis goes into this explanation of the butterfly effect, which is, he says that only gods are allowed to time travel because of this, okay? I'm not going to get into the entire butterfly effect here, okay? You can go look that up on Wikipedia or whatever, but I will explain it as best I can. And also, if you're still confused about time travel, I'm going to plug it one more time. I have a video on my channel called Dragon Ball Z Time Travel Explained, which explains exactly how it works. But pretty much the reason why Trunks' timeline is so different is because of the butterfly effect. One small change in the timeline can adversely affect other things. So, for example, The Simpsons made fun of this pretty well. Let's say one of us went back in time. Let's say that I went back in time and I sneezed. All I have to do is sneeze. those germs that came out of my mouth, that phlegm, may, even though it might seem innocent, may have had an adverse change on the entire timeline. You know what I mean? It might not seem like a big deal. So let's pretend that time travel is actually possible. Back in time, that is. You would have to go back and not touch anything. Because if you did, you would totally change things. Just a little thing that might seem insignificant would change everything. And this is probably why Black exists in that timeline and not in the original timeline. However, because that timeline is 17 years in the future from the point that we're at now, there might be a Black coming to our timeline too. But I don't believe that being the case, and I'll tell you why. Because the key to all this is Goku, okay? The fact that Goku is not alive is one of the major diversion points between the two timelines. Trunks going back, killing Frieza and King Cold, giving Goku the medicine, warning them about the upcoming android threat. That all changed the timeline, obviously. So, the regular timeline went on as normal. The future timeline changed with some similarities, which we're going to get to shortly. And basically, because everybody in the future is dead, of course, that would, of course, affect the future. And that might be why Black Goku is there. Remember, the alternate future timelines are not alternate universes. They're pocket dimensions within the universe. That's how it works. Unless they change this and retcon it, that's how it works. So it's not universe 12 or 6. It's a different timeline. Anyways, Beerus, because he doesn't want any issues to go on, any more of these timeline diversions, wants to destroy Trunks' time machine. Trunks, of course, begs Whis not to do it. He begs Whis, though. I guess he figured out that Whis was a stronger guy. Who knows? But Beerus is like, okay, I won't do it if you give me some tasty food. So, Bulma then talks about how the time machine only has fuel for a one-way trip, which we talked about in episode 47. But then she finds a note, which we talked about actually on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, twitter.com/EmperorBigD, which is my Twitter account. I retweeted this about a few days ago, actually about a week ago. We knew about this mysterious note. So she finds a mysterious note, which was written by future Bulma for past Bulma about the time machine. So, here's where it gets interesting. I love this part. This was some of the best stuff. Trunks asks about Majin Buu. We see a flashback or a flash forward, depending on what you're talking about. Turns out that Babidi and Dabura did show up in the future timeline. Now, I did a video called Does Majin Buu Exist in Trunks' Timeline? Where I talked about all the different reasons why Buu doesn't. And this kind of covers it. It's not exactly what I theorized, but it's close enough. Babidi and Dabura show up on Earth. What happens is Trunks trained with Kaioshin, with the Supreme Kai. I guess he found Trunks. And he powered up enough to be able to kill both Babidi and Dabura in the future, and thus Majin Buu was never released. I wonder, could Majin Buu, because he's still in the future timeline somewhere on Earth, could he be the key to helping them fight Goku Black? I don't think so. I don't think he's strong enough, but still, it's interesting to think about what might happen. So now we know, like I covered it in my video about why Buu doesn't exist. The Goku Majin Vegeta fight, the power from that fight is how Buu got released. Without that power, there's no Buu. So there's no Buu in the timeline, and now it's confirmed. Trunks tells Goku that the enemy he faced looks like Goku, and it's called Goku Black. And then President Bulma says, that's a stupid name, and then Trunks says, well, you're the one who thought of it. And the enemy, he says that the enemy calls himself Son Goku, but Goku Black is the name that future Bulma gave him because she didn't want to desecrate the name of Goku. So Goku Black, both names are official. I don't want to see any more arguments from people. His name's not Goku Black, it's just Black. Just chill the fuck out, alright? So anyways, Trunks explains that Goku appeared a year before in the future in age 796, okay? So, in the future timeline, Goku Black is pretty fresh. He hasn't been around for a while. He's just been there for a year in the future. So Bulma appears, Bulma comes in and she talks about how the letter says that future Bulma wanted present Bulma to fix the time machine and make it bigger and better so that Goku and Vegeta could travel to the future to go fight Black. Which I kind of had an idea that would happen, and it is happening. So, Goku and Trunks want to spar. right? This was awesome. This is the action part of the episode, and the animation was incredible. The music was incredible. The vocal performances were amazing. So Goku's like, all right, I want to fight you and let me know how strong he is. Trunks transforms and Goku says, Super Saiyajin 2. I was talking to people last week who said, Trunks didn't train. He didn't hit Super Saiyan 2. You were wrong. And if you predicted this, you are a great prognosticator. When Trunks trained with the Supreme Kai in the future, he did unlock Super Saiyan 2. I had a feeling there was no way this guy could be a bum, and he did unlock it. Okay, so Goku goes SS2, so now, or Trunks goes SS2, so now all you Trunks fans out there that wanted Trunks to go SS2, now he actually unlocked officially SS2. Trunks and Goku spar. Bulma uses some gadget to create a force field so that Trunks and Goku can fight, without hurting anybody. And during the fight, Goku's like, let me show you the next level. It's almost like the Majin Buu thing, from Dragon Ball Z all over again. Goes to Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyajin 3, as they say in the Japanese version. Trunks was unaware that Super Saiyan 3 actually was a thing. And I wonder if he's going to try and train for it. So Trunks is like, fuck it, I'll give it my best. Pulls out his sword, attacks with the sword. Amazing shot here. Just incredible. Goku blocks it with his fingers. Old school throwback, which I'm loving. This is all just good stuff. And then he one-shots Trunks' ass into the pavement. So Trunks ain't ready yet. Trunks explains to Goku that Black is at least as strong as Goku. However, Trunks only saw SS3. What about Super Saiyajin Blue? What's going to happen if Goku taps into that God Key? Black might be fucked. Goku's happy about it, but Trunks also says that Black kept getting stronger as they fought, which is a trait of the Saiyans. He's not a Saiyan, though, but he's some kind of being that might have, he might have genetics of them, so who knows? We'll find out very soon. So the episode ends with lightning striking, big purple hole in the I guess the sky. Everybody looks up and Black appears. Black, this is a great end. What an entrance, yo. I think this is one of the greatest entrances this is gonna go down in history as one of the great, Dragon Ball entrances. Remember when Vegeta in the Super Android 13 movie cut through the ice and appeared with the blue around him? Or in movie 9 when he threw the sword at Trunks? With the epic fucking entrances, this was right up there. The skies literally crack and Black appears. Jeez, this was awesome, yo. And then Black sees Goku and he's like, Son Goku. And then Goku's like, so you're Black. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. Tremendous thumbs up. Everything was on point again. 3 weeks in a row of amazing content from Dragon Ball Super. We got some explanations on a lot of things. A lot of questions were answered here. The Majin Buu thing's been answered. Trunks has got SS2, so he has been training. Even though he couldn't unlock higher levels, he did train. And next week, Goku and Black Goku, Goku Black, whatever you want to call him, do battle. And it's going to be interesting. Also, we did find out in the preview for episode 50, I may do a video about this, is that, maybe not. I don't think it warrants a video, but maybe I'll do a preview or something. Goku Black's ring. Okay, the ring that he used to cut a hole in the space-time continuum and follow Trunks, that ring belonged to the gods. Only gods can do that. Only gods can travel through time. So, of course, that begs the question, is Goku Black a god? Did he steal it from a god? Is he working for a god? Like a Kaioshin, a Kai? I don't know. But the story is interesting. So again, thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to check out those videos that I mentioned down below. The SS God returns in the manga and why is Trunks' hair blue. And subscribe if you haven't to the channel. I try to give you guys the best content that I can. I'm working on doing bigger and better videos. Just so much stuff on the channel to check out if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you again for watching the review. And I hope you all have a great one. I'll catch you down the road.